G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I'll be going over my predictions for round 2 or the conference semi-finals for the NBA playoffs. Now round 1 came to an end yesterday when my Timberwolves got taken out by the Memphis Grizzlies in a game 6. Am I disappointed about that? Hell yes. I'm disappointed about how the whole series went. We should have won that 4-1. We were up by 220 plus margins in one game, and then in another game we were up by 11 points with like 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Should have won that. And this one yesterday we were up by, what was it? I think we were up by 10 or something in the fourth quarter. We blow that. Look, it's a learning curve. I'm proud of the guys for getting as far as they did. Like, not a lot of people expected that from the Timberwolves, but at the same time, we should have taken our chances when they were presented to us. But without further ado, I guess we will jump in and do these predictions. So let's just have a little bit of a chat about each of these matchups, I guess. So to start things off with, we'll do the Western Conference. We've got Phoenix versus Dallas. Now, Phoenix were a bit scrappy against New Orleans. They got the job done in the end, but it wasn't, they didn't play, I don't know, as tough as I thought they would have. They didn't, I thought they would have won this one 4-0. I understand Devin Booker got injured, but at the same time, you've still got Chris Paul, who, to the Pelicans' credit, really shut him out of a lot of the games. So it was only until the last one that he came out and said, you know what, I'm CP3, I'm winning the series, and he went 14 from 14 from the field. So crazy stats there from Chris Paul. But I don't know about the Phoenix Suns. They seem like they're struggling a bit here in the playoffs. Dallas, on the other hand, you know what? Dallas were brilliant in the last round. Absolutely brilliant. You know, Utah weren't their best, and they never really are in the playoffs. But Dallas were just on another level. Luka wasn't there. Dallas was still winning. Luka was there. Dallas won. Like, really, really amazing basketball, in my opinion, from the Dallas Mavericks. Like, they completely gobsmacked me. I wasn't expecting. I actually had Utah, even with Luka, to progress. I didn't think they'd get bowed out in the first round, but to Dallas's credit, they were freaking amazing. Shout out to Dallas for an awesome series against Utah. Really enjoyed watching that series, but at the same time, like, I just think Dallas were the better team for all the series. Like, I get that Utah took a couple of wins, but Dallas, for me, 100% the best in that series for the whole series. Next up, we've got. Oh, sorry, no, I'll give my predictions here. So, Phoenix versus Dallas. I don't know how healthy Donovan Mitchell's going to be. Not Donovan Mitchell, sorry. I've got Utah in my mind now. How healthy Devin Booker's going to be. But even with a healthy Devin Booker, I'm going to take Luka in this one. I'm going Dallas in, this might surprise some people, in 6. I'm picking Dallas in 6 for this one. Originally, I had Phoenix and Philadelphia making it through to the finals, but I'm taking Dallas to beat Phoenix in an upset here. I really am. I think Dallas have proved that they can win those games even with Luka Doncic out, and I completely understand Phoenix are a hugely on another level than Utah. Sorry, Phoenix are on another level to Utah, but I still think Dallas get this in 6. I really do. So Dallas for me in 6 is my pick in that one. And then we've got Golden State versus Memphis. Now, Golden State absolutely dismantled the Nuggets in 5. They look like the better team all series, while the Nuggets did get a win. I mean, Jokic tried, he did, but just the players around him, they didn't really help him the way they should have. You've got players like Aaron Gordon, Will Barton. There's decent players on that team that definitely could have helped a bit more, in my opinion. Like Bones Highland, nothing to do with him. He was amazing. And then there was a few other young players that I thought were pretty good too. But at the end of the day, Golden State were just way too good for Denver, and it's scary how good the Warriors are starting to bring stuff together and how well they're starting to play. So, yeah, good win there for Golden State. And we talked a bit about Memphis. Look, Memphis to me were disappointing against Minnesota. Like, a lot of people had Memphis winning in 4, some had them in 5. Not many people had them winning in 6. So I thought they were pretty disappointing. Like, they realistically should have lost that series. So, fourth quarter, they came in clutch. They played well, but you can't play like you did for 3 quarters against the Warriors and, yeah, expect to win like you did against Minnesota. Warriors and Minnesota are on 2 different levels, and, yeah, that Golden State won't let that happen. Jaren Jackson Jr. kept getting in foul troubles, as did a few of the other players for Memphis. Look, at the end of the day, in this series, I'm going to take Golden State in 5. I said it, Golden State in 5. I think they will win this one in 5. I know a lot of people are going to come at me and disagree with me, but I see a 3-4 matchup here. I'm backing Golden State in 5. I just think everything's clicking for them now. Clay looks like his old self. Jordan Poole's absolutely killing it. Steph bench. Curry isn't on the bench now, but came off the bench and dropped 30 pieces. Like, Draymond Green's doing Draymond Green things. Wiggs is playing fine. But like they've just got a lot of good pieces there that are playing so well together. I can't see this Memphis team going anywhere near beating them in a 7-game series. I think Golden State will win this one in 5. All right, so that's the Western Conference done. Let's talk about the Eastern Conference. Miami and Philadelphia. So first and foremost, shout out to Miami. Awesome series there for them. They really stopped Trae Young and showed why they are, I think, the best defensive team in the NBA. And they showed that. They proved that 100%. Sorry if I'm talking too loud into my microphone now. I'm trying to not do that. Yeah, so Miami played very well in the first round. Not going to lie, I didn't watch a lot of those games. I did watch the last one where Trae Young just he couldn't do anything. They absolutely just shut him down. So yeah, didn't watch too many of them. Philly versus Toronto. My wife's a big Toronto fan, so I did watch a fair few of them. And I did have Philly, as I said before. I had Philly going through to the finals against the Suns. I don't see that happening now. I just look. James Harden is a completely different player than what he used to be. A lot of people questioned me and said, look, in the big stages, James Harden shuts down and he's still going to do it at Philly. And I said, I agree. I agree with that statement. But you've got another player on that team called Joel Embiid that won't shut down in the big stages of games. And I stand by that statement. But with his injuries, we don't know if he's going to return for the playoffs. I'm not too sure what's happening there with Joel. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. He might play in game 1, but it's doubtful, I believe. So if he's carrying injuries, I don't see this team beating Miami. I'm going to go Miami in 5. I don't think it'll be a sweep, but I think they'll win this one. Next up. All right, Milwaukee against Boston. So Milwaukee absolutely decimated the Chicago Bulls. I don't think anybody thought the Bulls would beat the Bucks. Like, the Bulls, for me, have been disappointing all season against good quality teams, and it showed in the playoffs. So Milwaukee, shout out to them, absolutely killed it. And that's without Chris Middleton for a few games as well. And then over to Boston, the only team to get a sweep. They swept the Nets and did it quite comfortably as well, might I add. So, they just shut down Kevin Durant, made him look embarrassing, to be honest. So, yeah, look, I think this one's going to be the funnest game of the series. Personally, for me, this should be the Eastern Conference Final. Just my opinion there. I think this is the best two teams in the East. I think this one will go to a game 7, and I've got Boston taking this one in 7. I think Boston are going to surprise a lot of people once again and beat Milwaukee. I honestly do. They took down the Giants in the Nets. They're going to do the same thing for me and take down Milwaukee. Now, I think you're going to see them shut down Giannis. I think we're going to see Drew Holiday, maybe Brook Lopez, and a few other players have bigger games because they're going to have to. Because while Giannis is an amazing talent, I think we're going to see a lot of players take him down. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good series though. Look, don't get me wrong, Giannis isn't going to. Personally, I think Giannis is the best player in the NBA. I do. Do I think he's the most valuable? Look, he's up there, but I just think he's the best in raw talent, and I think yeah, we're going to see an absolute amazing series. This is probably the one I'm going to watch the most. I just think this one's going to be a cracker of a series. I think it's going to go to 7. And as I said, I've got Boston taking this one. So I won't give my conference finals predictions until we actually see who comes out. But for me, my conference finals will be Miami versus Boston and Dallas versus Golden State. So 1 versus 2 and 3 versus 4, ironically. So there we go. Let me know, guys. Who are you taking in these series? I'd love to hear your opinions down in the comments below. But, oh, sorry about that. She's knocking everything here. Yeah, guys, that is going to wrap it up from me. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I do try and do a bit of NBA content on here, as well as a lot of Australian sports. So if you're an Aussie here that enjoys AFL, rugby league content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the AdosTheGreat army. So there we go, guys. Thank you all so much once again. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.